Okay. Hello and welcome, ya chatty McChatters. Alright, let me move my window down here. And let me pull chat down elsewhere. Pop out the chat window so I can look at you down here where things are. Alrighty. We're playing some DDO tonight because it's Monday. It's Monday night, we're playing DDO. Alright. Y'all. Stormlost is curled up on the top of the executive chair, like right over there. She's curled up in a ball. And she's eating. I'm not gonna bother her. I'm gonna let her eat. Alright, so I'll explain what this game is. This game is, you see the list of characters. You may notice if you watched the last episode, the list is shorter. I took, seven characters off the list. They were either not on Shadowdale, or they were ones that were like duplicates of another character I haven't else. There's a couple here that are close duplicates, like a couple of different Morning Lords. But basically I wanted to trim a little of the fat out to make it so that that I'm not playing a duplicate of some other character that I already have. It's, you know, whatever. And also some characters that I was like, you know, I really don't want to play that in this game. So we have 34 choices, so we're going to roll a 1d34. And as is the rule, the roll gets done here in chat, in-game chat. So roll 1d34, and we'll see what we get. This roll will be audited. Well, the roll is right there. And as you can see, this is a live file. You can see me typing. So, no shenanigans. And some Eldritch non-Euclidean geometry. Surprise bees! With the shark. Is that left shark? Is that a left shark? It's a pod dance. Ooh, but it looks like a left shark from the... This program was pre-recorded. When are you going to record it? Are you going to record it after? it reminds me of a George Carlin riff, actually. So, 1d34, as you can see. What is the roll going to be? I roll 7! Oh! Crystal Phoenix. The level 5 Wood Elf Bow Paladin. This should be fun. Alright. Let's switch over to a different character. So, and I'm going to make this go away. Boop. Alright, and Kevin, I am choosing not to pester the very sleepy kitten, who is sleeping on the back of the chair just for you. Alright. Let her be. Let her be, let her be, let her be. So Scamper may come up and visit. She's been begging for attention of late. Okay, so this character is a bow paladin. So paladin who uses ranged weapon. Oh man, somebody got the name Vladimir. Oh, fun. Alright, let me remember what I'm doing here. Keep the thing in the thing. So, let me double check this character. We are going to conjure some arrows because that's what you can do here. I'm going to conjure a few stacks of a hundo. There. So this character is only level 5, but she's also she has a few past lives. She has at least one, hold on. She has one past life. Yeah. Yeah, she's got a past life. So at level 5, we are probably going to just go to Feywild and play in Feywild. We do have a few hirelings. We have the regular Healy hireling. We have our boy, the Feywild Muse. We have Frogo, and we have Illyri, because Illyri is awesome. Okay, so obviously my bags are situated. And I've got my hireling all situated. So we're just ready to go do some Feywild. And this character actually already has the voice of the master because she ran Dalara in her previous life, so yay. However, I am going to roll my daily dice here on Shadowdale. Get me a little 2 hundo XP. There we go. It's not going to do much, but we have 1 point in. So we're just gonna go to Feywild and just start doing Feywild stuff. Which means we'll probably get teleported to the hut from beyond. Because I don't know if I did the Feywild unlock on this character. No, apparently I must have done because we are in Windwood Hall. Hooray! Alrighty, so we're just gonna get into it. Because Feywild is one of my favorite expansions. I love the content, I love the questing, I love the density of the questing, and I love just the whimsical nature of things. So we apparently have already found all of the places here. So this character has played in the Feywild. So that'll be fun. So we're just going to play. I'm going to imbue my stuff with force, and I'm going to bless myself. I'm going to see how we do. So Bow Paladin is supposed to be somewhat survivable. This is going to be a pure Paladin Wood Elf. I also have Strim Tom's Acid Bow Paladin build. Floating around. Hey, buddy. Hey. Why can't you go back home? Alright. Oh, hello. That actually is useful. The quick draw thing? Do I have the quick draw feat? Let's find out. Feats. Yeah, this character was a ranger in the past. Was this one? This might have been a character I did a previous life. Okay, point blank shot. And this is the only... Bow characters are the only ones you should use the follower of the Silver Flame with. So I have a yellow slot item. So I need something with a yellow slot, which is not likely that I have anything with a yellow slot. I at least have Featherfall. I have 2 different things giving me Featherfall, which is nice and fun. Oh, there's a yellow slot. It would be nice if it was on an item that I'm not going to just switch out here in 5 seconds. Oh, it's mid-level 6 anyway, so the hell with that. Alright, well, let's keep going. So, how's everybody's Monday been? Here in America, it is actually a holiday. President's Day. Because it is between the birthdays of Lincoln and Washington. Of the 2 presidents, Lincoln was the better man, you know, because, you know what. By the way, this is my stream. We're going to talk politics a little bit. We're not going to talk current politics because you don't want to get me pissed off on stream. Because I will say some shit. But, in terms of past presidents, Washington was no freaking saint. I mean, he was really nice. Sung wonderfully by Christopher Jackson in Hamilton. But ultimately, dude kept slaves, so that means he's not the best president ever. I'm not gonna say who I thought the best American president is. But I will note, this is the first year I've ever had President's Day considered a holiday in terms of my job. When I worked at Time Warner Cable, President's Day was not considered a holiday for us. It was normal working hours, normal business, normal staff. People will call us the president. Nobody, it wasn't a holiday. Even though it was a federal holiday, it wasn't a holiday for us. Why did I go here instead? Hello? Where are my hirelings? Alright, we're okay. Do I even have the quests? I don't even think I have the quests. Because I'm in a mess. I can't just do the quest over. You know how to find if I have the quests or not? Let's go see if I can do the thorn right. It's Tuesday for. It is true. It is Tuesday for you. We're just gonna. Yeah, we're gonna. Well, apparently I do have the quest. So good for me. So this should be fun. We're gonna run this at level 11. I'm sorry, level 7. So this is
a deep voice booms through the cavern. Turn back, stranger. Weak reeds are not welcome in my workshop.
So we've got to play it carefully here.
Any who linger will be put to the test.
Okay. There's also a wonderful, we are gonna hit all of these with single, you know. There's a wonderful song by Mr. Mikey Mason called The Secret Origins of the Holidays. And it's about how men named John, insert holiday name here, were the heroes in the Robot Wars. The Groundhog Day segment is funny as hell. And I first heard it live at Gen Con one year. It was a lot of fun. And I don't remember the actual name of the song because we only heard like a demo copy of it.
Huge thorny brambles grow in the damp soil of this chamber. The mud begins to shudder and shake as you approach.
Drip drop. So when I get to level 7 with this character, it's going to be a lot easier to do all this stuff because I'll have Teal to be a little tanky. Oh, I could use like a ferrocrystal bow, which is what I'm actually using actually. Yeah, is that the ferrocrystal? It is the ferrocrystal. Alright. Let's fall down to the floor. And this is why we bring Froggo on this little adventure. That is not the right button. Doof. Thank you, Froggo. So, what did everybody have for supper tonight? I made ribs in the air fryer again. This time I tried a new rib rub from Famous Dave's, and it's actually really good. Froggo, you wanna take care of that for me, bud? Thank you. And I had leftovers to put away in the fridge, so I know what's for supper tomorrow night too. So back to the subject of President's Day as a holiday is that, yeah, Time Warner Cable, it wasn't a holiday for us. I don't think we need to do the shrine. And at my current job, it also wasn't a holiday until this year, because our team lead argued successfully to the upper management that all of our client companies are off today anyway, so we're not gonna be, you know, like and then it turned out to be like
leaps from the tree.
We actually have
Sensing your surprise,
calls today.
she motions
so like,
for you to speak with her.
We're gonna kill this Earth Elemental first, if you don't mind. Okay, now I'll talk to you.
The Dryad calls for the test to begin, and creatures instantly spring to the attack.
So what that meant for me today is I didn't have to work all day. I only had to work 4 hours. I didn't even have to work. I could volunteer for it. And it's honestly a little weird. I do feel weird about not scheduling some time on a holiday. It's like, oh, we have a holiday schedule? Well, I should do some time. On the other hand, there are some holidays that are on like that are on like Fridays. And I was like, yeah, I'm not scheduling to work on any Friday holidays. And then come to find out, because the 4th of July
the Dryad joins the fray
is on
herself.
a Saturday, we're not doing like, oh, well, we're going to count the Friday as a holiday and give everybody a 3-day weekend kind of deal. We're not doing that. So basically, the only way you get paid at all for that Saturday is if you work the 4th of July itself on the Saturday.
Dryad calls for a halt to the battle. You neither bend nor break. Good. The Thornright is willing to see you. You may enter.
Hey, bud.
She makes a gesture, and a door opens. A gnarled woodwode carefully picks through a pile of brambles, plucking out the largest and sharpest thorns. Surely
Ooh.
this is the Thornright. The Thornright
A mythic
explains that he
+2.
crafted a magic needle for Hirsum.
It's nice if I had a
A
level
needle
5.
that now
level,
contains Hirsum's immortality.
yeah.
The Prince of
level 5.
Satyrs then took that needle to some place called the Treasure Grove.
Everybody's least favorite quest in all of this expansion. Okay, looks like she's up this time around, so let's kill some fire beetles first. Or, you know, this displacer beast. And these ravens. What I really need on this character, though, is I need some AoE. Being only level 5 means, yeah, there's not much AoE in this build yet. There will be. There will be. Okay. Let's do the corrupted tree one. Let's see if the singing sword is up. My name is Lord Arden. I live in a garden. We have a visitor. Okay, she got up on her own, Kevin. So she's gonna come visit. Come here. This is Stormlost. Alright, no singing sword yet. Alright, we'll see if the Woodwode is home. And Boris the Redcap. Bloody Boots Boris. Why are my hirelings just like nowhere near? Oh, they're already over there. You're so disappointed this Boris isn't a spider? Well, there's also a Boris as a rare in, is it Boris? In Lamortia. That it's a patchwork beast. Stormlost just came over and licked my knuckle. No! I do miss having, like, a melee option. Alright, there's owlbears there, so the rare is not present up there. Yeah. Alright, we'll do this quest.
A vast tree reaches upward to the sky. Yet some form of corruption has gripped its roots, slowly twisting and transforming this ancient sentinel of the forest.
Alrighty.
These root tunnels are full of life, yet something seems off. A sense of unease hangs in the air. Time to find the source of the corruption you've been asked to stop. An ugly red magic barrier blocks the way down to the tree's heart.
Hey Serena, how you
A
been?
strange red light fills these root tunnels, draining away the life in them. The barrier flickers out as the first orb is destroyed.
Doing pretty good.
As the
Unemployed
second
but busy?
orb
Oof.
shatters,
Well,
that
busy
sense
good.
of unease
Unemployed
you
not
felt
so good.
fades a little.
I am playing a game, about a game, to where I log into the last character I played in this game, and then roll a die
The barrier collapses
based
when the
on
third
the
orb
number
is
of characters in my
destroyed,
list.
lifting the sense of dread from this area.
And then what I roll will determine which character I play on the stream. So it's called Let the Dice Decide. One thing I like about ranged is typically you can hit things before they get there. It's like my hirelings are just not wanting to do much of anything, are they? Uh-oh, game lag. Oh, Froggo's up in the mix, but... No, actually Froggo wasn't. Everybody's just been hanging back, chilling back here. Okay.
A second barrier blocks the path down. You expect there are more orbs powering it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The stench of decay pervades this dead passage.
Ooh, a misty remnant. We definitely want those. We're expecting the anniversary is supposed to start next week, assuming all goes well. I'm waiting to see what the uproar, what the new
The tunnel
updated
opens
list
up
of
into
stuff
an
is.
underground cavern. And suddenly you hear a menacing
Everybody
snarl from the shadows.
Roar. Roar. I expect Standing Stone is going to make substantial changes to the anniversary loot list based on the dust up that was in the Discord last week. It was rough. There was a lot of things that had to happen that night.
The displacer beast dies with one final pained growl.
No. Loot, loot, loot. Alright.
Judging by the marks on the walls and floor,
Everybody, heal
this
up.
collapsed tunnel is likely how the Fomorian got down into the roots of the tree.
Oh, it's a little kitten cattin. Oh, she gets pets. She's in range, she gets pets. Aww. Alright. So it was nice to get to sleep in a little bit today. Stay up late last night, you know. Since I'm on my own channel, I'm going to talk about No Man's Sky.
Blights pull themselves free from the root walls and attack.
So I recently, actually last night, I completed the current expedition in No Man's Sky. And I have to say I did enjoy it. Because typically what they do with expeditions is it's kind of almost like a guided tutorial. Featuring whatever new system they're putting into the game. And this time the new system was not even space trucking so much as space industrial waste hauling. And you're driving like the slowest ass of the exocraft, which is the Colossus, which is the big boy. You know, you expect it to be big and slow. But you also had to make sure that your cargo didn't fall out of the back. Ooh, there's a spot of lag. And as things are jostling around, it was like driving a bouncy castle. And because the idea was that you weren't supposed to use your ship or any of the usual game mechanics, is you're supposed to stay on the starting planet, you're driving your truck around, your Colossus with a flatbed on it is a truck, basically. And
your sense of dread and loss mounts as you explore this portion of the tunnels.
Bad. Ow. And a lot of it was, quite frankly, drudgery. Because you had to, like, with a lot of the previous expeditions, is, other than going to each individual, like, rendezvous point, everything was different. It's like, okay, you went to this rendezvous point, and then you had to do X thing. And then the next one you do Y thing, and the next thing when you do Z thing. Whatever. This one was the same one for each one. It's like, okay, go to the processing center, go to a scrap heap, load up on stuff, and take it back to the processing center. And the thing is, these things were so far away from each other that in a ground vehicle, with like the slowest ground vehicle, it's almost faster to run. And because you're driving, in essence, a bouncy castle,
With the final
as your stuff
orb in
gets
the
jostled
northern root
around,
tunnels destroyed,
stuff falls out of the back of your truck because they're not secure. And they're bouncing around way more than they should for the size of the containers and the shape of the containers. And no matter how well you Tetris things, things just bounced around. They just bounced the hell around, and things fell out. And also, you had to deliver 5 special cargo, and these were like either radioactive, explosive, or toxic. And they were specially marked containers, etc., etc. And as you
the root
were
tunnel lurches suddenly as several blights
flying,
form.
you know, driving around with this crap in the back of your long haul pickup truck here. They bounced around, they jostled around. The physics of the items were definitely a first iteration. Whoa, lag. And quite frankly, it wasn't fun. It took so long to get from point A to point B. That was like, it would tell you, oh, you've got 20 minutes to get from the scrap heap that you loaded up to the processing place. Now, there was a thing that you could get as a random drop that would allow you to incinerate stuff on the back of your pickup truck instead of hauling crap around. But it was a random drop, and nobody knows the definitive things on how to get it. And I originally saw it as a reward in the expedition, but they patched it out. Originally it was if you did, like, you know, a certain number of turn-ins for one of the special cargoes, then it would...
The root tunnel ahead looks nearly dead. It's begun to rot away in places.
Alright, we'll get you first. Brago gonna die. Brago done died. At level 5, there's no such thing as reses. Not at least by hirelings. But other people found it okay. I personally did not, because when I was driving back from point, like driving to go pick up stuff, not a big deal. You could drive as fast as you want. You could use a little boost that lasted for like 2 seconds. It didn't matter. But driving back, you had to be super careful. So either you drove real fast and hope your stuff was still there by the time you got where you were going, and that you didn't fall into an underground cave, because that happened
in the
a few
northwest
times.
tunnel shatters. With the orbs gone, the
Or you had to drive
second
like
barrier
super
collapses
duper
in on
slow
itself
and,
with an
you know,
audible
basically,
crackle.
it's not like there were potholes per se, but the land was very rough. And part of the problem is like, you could get a scoop on the front of your truck that would then allow you to pick up various things and actually get like crafting mats out of it. That was actually kind of cool. But it wouldn't bulldoze over everything. Let's rush Frago. And everybody else shrine up as well. And curiously, it wouldn't dry. You could normally plow through many things with the scoop on the front of your device, of your truck. But at one point, you could earn spider legs, like a set of 3 spider legs on either side. It's just like mechanical legs, and you just go. But the stupid thing about that is apparently you were riding so low to the ground with that your hauler, or I'm sorry, haulers means something else in No Man's Sky, but your truck, your Colossus, would basically get stuck on everything. Like any crystal, like the dihydrogen crystals, the carbon crystals, anything that's crystalline, it would just, you know. It was so dumb. I haven't actually went back and put the original tires back on my truck because I was just so pissed off at it. So I was not enjoying it whatever. So that was just me. When the Fire Beetle Nation attacked. So I was not having fun with it, I'll be honest. We're supposed to get more dihydrogen monoxide crystals from the sky on Saturday. Bleh. There's actually hardly any snow, crystalline precipitation on the ground here anymore. It's been warm enough that most of it melted. I'm melting!
Corrupting magic pours down the corridor in palpable waves, draining life from the tree.
Life? Don't talk to me about life.
The Fomorian bellows. Stop them, Voidfang! The Guldias tree ritual must not be interrupted.
Ooh, free chest.
With a single magic word,
And yet again,
the
the standing
Fomorian
stone puts the
snaps
standing
the barrier
stone.
back into place.
There's like
However,
standing stones all over
you
the place.
notice a crack in the base of the barrier you can squeeze through. Eargold the Blightmaster snarls. Turn back, vermin. You're not powerful enough to stop
Ring
me
around the
from turning
rosy.
this into a Goliath tree.
Shooting you in the ass now.
Eargold the Blightmaster crumples to the ground, gasping. I was so close.
Get the pet the
So-
getting.
Close.
So close.
The Fomorian is dead, and the ritual ended. All that's left is to tell the pixies it's safe to return to the blessed tree.
Yeah, come fix up your damn tree. Even corrupt the tree
A
branches into the
vast
damn
tree
place.
reaches upward to the sky.
Hi.
Yet some form of corruption has gripped its roots, slowly twisting and transforming this ancient sentinel of the forest.
Guild renowned for the win. This is such a great soundtrack in this game. I am looking forward to whatever anniversary soundtrack shenanigans Cord has up his sleeve. Because he said he had something in the works, but that it wasn't likely to make it in time for the anniversary itself. And you know me, I'm a huge fan of current composer Bill Champagne. Back in the day when he was first promoted to being the composer of Lotro, I was the first person to interview him in terms of game press. So that was fun. Bum, 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 bum. I hope the soundtracks that they're working on, the digital soundtracks, whatever they got up their sleeve, there's one piece of music in particular I hope that they find and put in it. It's a piece of combat music that only seems to play, at least I've only ever noticed it, when I'm doing the Lord's March Palace quest, but the Night Rebels version with the zombies. And it only plays in one particular spot. And my Eladrin look way better than these guys. And taller. My Eladrin are taller. These are like short elves. Shortbread elves. Okay, here's some is not home. Alright, let's go do some more quests. You know, I should probably go look and see which quests I haven't done yet for the saga. Are you home? He is home. Hi. How are you doing, Grim Woodwalker? Here, have a freaking mark. Ow. Ow. Quit it. Ow. Stop it. Ow. Yoink. I got 2 items out of that one. That was nice. To be fair, I'm probably never gonna use either one, but let's go see if Boris is home. We are getting some XP tonight. There is a buddy bonus boost, buddy boost, buddy boost, for multiple people in your party. Not raid group. So go questing with your friends. Go questing with your enemies. I'm not here. Look in the LFM and see if you find anything fun and entertaining. You know what I can do is I can go look and see which of these quests. Patron, sort by patron. Did you know you could do that? Yep, you can sort by patron. No. Okay. Summer Court. Okay. We have not done Frosty Reception. We have not done the end. And I haven't done any of these damn quests. Well then. Let's go do the circuit. Let's go do the Lord Xavier quest. We get to listen to the hags. Or we can do the windmill quest. And we have to listen to Satine Phoenix. We're gonna pretend the lady's not crazy, even though she is. It's a windmill. We're gonna fight a windmill. But you get more loot if you play along with her. Just saying.
You enter the grove the villager told you about and spot a small encampment in the distance.
Well met, travelers!
A hearty voice calls as you approach.
Are you here to help us slay the... The beast is 100 feet tall!
She tells you.
It has 4 arms, each of which can send an entire battalion flying!
She tells you.
Its skin is impenetrable by even the strongest swords!
She tells you.
Alright, let's go. Since we're having fun here dealing with raving lunatics, let's start a giveaway. Giveaway reset. Giveaway open. All right, 100 DDO points. Just type the word points in chat. We'll keep this running for a while. See how it goes.
There it sits, menacingly.
The knight whispers to you.
Talk to me about a plan.
I almost went in. Too bad.
I'm
if you don't
glad
do
you
this
believe
little
me.
thing,
She tells you.
More than you'll ever know. Now, bring your courage to the fore.
everybody likes DDO points. So, if you don't stop and do the second talking with her, like you have to basically play along with her down by the restaurant. And then up here, you have to also play along. And at this point, when the fight is done, you can then open up the optional. Hi.
You find your confidence well placed. Spindly legs rise from the dirt, and the windmill lurches forward. Creatures spring up around you, rushing to defend the windmill. The strange gemstone seems to be
Meow.
protecting this creature from spells and weapons. The windmill seems undaunted by your weapons and spells. The gemstone cracks, and the windmill shudders. Another gemstone cracks, and the windmill shakes violently.
It's fine if it falls on her, because she can't be killed.
A creature sporting an unusual gemstone seems to be avoiding you.
And you can't kill it either. So you just have to basically have it stand still. Now, it feels like you should be able to use it in some fashion to get it to stand still. Basically, all you can do is just stand in front of it.
A gemstone cracks
There
once
we go.
more. The windmill rumbles deeply, then falls still. The magic that brought it to life seems to
My
have
head's
left it,
spinny. My head's all spinny.
Thank you.
the old knight says.
Your trust in me brought us victory this day. You've earned a reward.
She continues.
But speak
Clear
with
water.
me if you'd like to help a little further.
Prepare and reflect
Somehow, I feel the culprit is still nearby.
I wonder if Credence in a revival is involved. Alright. So, this is... You don't get the option to help further if you haven't played along with her earlier. What do you mean play along? She's obviously the most sane person in the entire Fable. Now, basically, she's raving about a waterfall. Or not a waterfall, a windmill. And yes, it needed to be addressed and dealt with, but it's a windmill. It's an enchanted windmill. So the other option is basically to burst her bubble early on or at any point, and it makes it so you can't do the optional. And why would you want to do the optional? Because you find out how the enchanted windmill came to be. But you do need a trapper with you. Or somebody who can dispel magic. Like, dispel this. Like, there's an illusion here. Illusion, what are you hiding? But it's actually over here, your trapper. Come over here. Even though the trapper doesn't twig to it, but he can find it. See? Hey, you want to open the door for me too, well, buddy? I'm gonna pet the kitten. Petting the kitten. That's not a euphemism, by the way.
His disguise is foiled. The gnome sends his pets forward to attack.
Never again will he pose a threat.
The knight tells you.
And this is why, animate the windmill, crush him, DLC. And this typically doesn't necessarily have named loot in it, but it's fun if you like a little optional vendor trash. Or you want stuff to crunch up for Cane of the Crafting. So that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. Okay. Sir Pifflegust. Hey, what's up? That'd be good once I hit level 8. It'll be a while. Okay, how are my bags looking? How are my bags looking? Okay, we can do another quest. We will do... Rude. We can do the Endless Revels. That's a fun quest, actually. It's one of my favorites. I don't know who does the voice acting in it. I hope it's not... I have a suspicion who it is, but I do actually like that voice actor a lot. Again, I've said this many times. The reason I don't like... there's a couple of reasons why I don't like Satine Phoenix's voice acting anymore. And one of them is the quest that she does. It's all about her character. The quest is like... The quest centers her character. That, oh, this is my fault for my brother is a bad guy, and poor me, whoa. Is the part, it's Red Rain in Sharn, where she basically, her DM character blames you for not noticing that the cuts on the backs of the hands, the cuts on the hands of the victims were Urk signing his autograph. And it's like, how could you have missed such an important clue? I'm like, bitch, you didn't give me an opportunity to miss that important clue. What is going on over there? Oh, Scamper. Scamper's being Scamper. You'd eat your steel-toed Doc Martens before you'd work with Satine Phoenix for supper. So you've heard of her? Her and her husband? Jameson somebody or other? I've actually met her at Gen Con. And she was on... Oh, you heard they split up? Who knows? Yeah. And quite frankly, who cares? Just terrible, terrible people. Not quite as terrible as like Neil Gaiman and Amanda Palmer terrible, but a shade lesser of that sort of terribleness in terms of using people and being very disrespectful to them. Either way. And they worked with Standing Stone before all those allegations came out. Employee abuse can go straight to all the hells. Exactly. That's the long and the short of it is they were not cool to their employees or their volunteer friends who were doing work for them. Oh, you know what? I know why I'm getting all the named loot tonight. Chatty McChat. I just realized. You see this buff right here? This is the loot boost that we're going to be getting with the anniversary. I haven't played this character since I logged her in last year, talked to the Djinn, and got the loot boost. That's why I was like, why am I getting all the damn... All these loot? It's because I got a loot boost going.
The party here is in full swing, and Cascading Springs Cottage is clearly the worse for wear for it. A harried housemaid waits on the raucous satyrs.
So...
The maid tells you why the satyrs refuse to leave.
Lotro
Lord Arden
needs this
promised them
dance
that
right
they could
here.
stay at Cascading Springs Cottage until their revels were over. And the satyrs have no intention of ending their party.
So, my concern is that the voice actor for this quest was her friend from Maze Arcana, Rudy What's-His-Face. You have a friend named Sarsha, so you took a picture of this happily NPC to send to them? There, do it. Who was it that let the cats in? Doot, doot. There's some satyrs who dance that are using the Stout X, one of the Stout X custom dances from Lotro. As long as it's not Zach Sabbath, this is extremely... the other one was Rudy somebody or other from Maze Arcana. That I know by name. Uh-oh, Illyri's down? Well, we'll fix that up here in a minute. Yoink. No, what was it? Rudy somethingberg? Oh my gosh. They only actually put their names up in the marquee in the stuff they did for Sharn.
It's surprising to find a large, well-stocked library in a house given over to an endless party. It's even more surprising to find a sphinx sitting in the middle of it.
You know, I need to ask the right question. There we go.
The librarian tells you that you could end the party if you could somehow make it so that Cascading Springs Cottage was no longer Cascading Springs Cottage. Then Lord Arden's deal with the satyrs would no longer apply.
Okay. So, normally I go Chaos Gremlin and mix the books up at random. What should I choose here? Put the books in a strict alphabetical order the way the gods intended. Search through the books for the one the librarian might like. What do we choose? 1, 2, or 3? Go with the first answer I see. No, it wasn't Zach though. It was Rudy, somebody or other. But it is kind of unfortunate that, you know, they obviously... I don't know what the... Obviously, we don't know the terms of the contract as the gods intended. Okay, number 1. I kind of figured that would be your answer. The Peccola Force Protocol, which ranks volumes according to... Oh, why do I even bother? Oh! At least you didn't vomit on the books. True. Not that I would intentionally vomit on the books. See you! How are ya? Welcome in. We got a points giveaway going on right now. Just put the word points in chat. Easy peasy. Chinook! Have attained the guild level 170. So, the name Chinook for me has a special meaning. For anybody who remembers EverQuest 2 trade skills, or may remember Landmark, there was a developer on the team called Emily. Her name is Emily Taylor. She's still with us. And she used to work at Sony Online Entertainment, and then worked for a bit. I think she did a little. Yeah, she did some time on. Once they converted to Daybreak, she survived the purge. It was a purge. Well, it wasn't a purge like, oh my god, we're getting rid of all these people because they're terrible people. No, they did a restructure layoff bullshit back before it was in vogue, as it were, before the game industry was not set on fire by raging capitalists who need to be... Never mind. Not finishing that thought. Not on a broadcast. Yeah, no. Anywho, I am petting a kitty cat and she's soft. And there's a reason why Chinook is important. Because back in the day, Emily had Devonshire Rex cat named Chinook. Was like, that kind of cat doesn't have like the overcoat of fur that most cats have. They just have a super curly under fur is their fur. And so they look very different. They're not floofy at all, but they look like very, very curly hair. Their fur is very, very curly. And I once had the privilege of going to Emily's house one time that I was in San Diego. Me and my sister went to her place with a couple of her coworkers and whatnot. And we got to... Emily cooks. She fucking cooks. And she made a delightful dinner. And I got to listen to a pitch fest about some stuff about some folks, somebody who no longer worked at Daybreak, who was a bit of a shitty leader. And one of the main reasons why Landmark and EverQuest 3 went... I'm sorry, EverQuest Next. The EverQuest Next version of EverQuest 3. But she had a cat named Chinook at the time. She had another cat. She had two cats. She had Chinook and she had Pansy. She still has Pansy. Chinook was older, and Chinook, passed of old age, because that was many years ago. Almost 10. Pansy is now an elderly kitty, a very elderly kitty, and unfortunately she's gone blind with age. Poor kitty. I never got to pet or hold Pansy because she's a scaredy cat, literally. But I did get to pick up and hold Chinook, and it felt so weird. That the Devonshire Rex fur pattern, it was so striking. Alright. Why did it put it there? Oh, there it is. Because he was eeping. Like, why am I getting shot from behind? Oh, that's why. Looking for a tarnished key as well. It might be in the next room. Or they might all be seeping. Oh, kitty cat! Why are you howling? I think I know why. We're gonna leave them alone. They're sleeping. We don't want to bother them. They get cranky. Kendra, save herself. She might die. Okay. There's the key.
This large key is labeled Spring House. It seems someone was trying to hide it.
Froggo. More loot, more loot, more looty McLoot. There we go. Let's go to the spring house. Not yet, though.
The lush collection of potted plants suggests that this room is the conservatory.
With these guys, you actually want to get the enchanters first, because they are spellcasters. I like how when you kill the pixies mid-air, their wings stay in mid-air for a few seconds after you kill them.
A note next to the sack of seeds reads, Slakeweed. Keep away from sunlight and damp soil.
You know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna follow those instructions.
You drop a few of the magic seeds on the ground. Huge weeds burst from the earth, and the thirsty plants quickly drain the moisture from the surrounding soil.
And Larry did not take the res. Why you not do that? There we go. Stop just shrine with everybody else. Alright. We queue. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna go kill everybody else on the way through, except not here.
A satyr calls to you as you enter the courtyard.
Hello there. Welcome to our revels. There's food in the kitchen and drink, well, everywhere. including the floor, I see. Make yourself at home, and don't forget to pour one out for our dear host, to Lord Arden. May his slumbers be peaceful.
The gardener says he left some magic seeds inside the conservatory. Seeds that instantly grow into giant, sprawling weeds. The cook tells you that Lord Arden hid the key to the spring house. That way the satyrs wouldn't find his flash boom powder. She has no idea where the key is now.
So you're supposed to go down this hallway first. I never do things the right way. See? Look at this dance. The stout axes want to have a word with you, satyrs.
Water gushes up from the ground in one corner of the room, forming a large pool. This must be the cascading spring the house is named after. This large barrel is marked Flashboom Powder in large letters. In even larger letters below are the words, "Keep away from open flame."
We're not going to follow those instructions either.
Towering weeds spring up the instant you cast the magic seeds on the ground. The twisting brambles suck up every drop of water nearby, leaving Cascading Springs dry as a bone.
Okay, so quickest way to get where we're going. 6.5 dozen on the other. Marginally closer to go this way. Marginally. Oh, yep, there it is. The other half of the part of the dance. No, actually, this is the dance. And they go, and then do the spinning around thing. So that's the. So this one is not the dance that the stout axes have. This one is. But this one's also good. They should have them all. Bring all the dances! Bring every single one of the dance animations from DDO into Lojo because, oh my god, you would make so much goddamn money. Except you might not want to have them do the haka. I'm just saying that one of the races does the haka as their racial dance.
The careless satyr swings his torch too close to the powder keg, which explodes in a shower of sparks. The partygoers turn to gawk at the spectacle. It's a simple task to remove the sign. The satyrs are still distracted by the recent fireworks. You deftly replace the cottage sign with the sign from the library. Seething with anger, the master of the revels reluctantly agrees to leave.
Ooh.
A deal's a deal, it's true. We'll leave, but
One archer to another.
nothing in
Hello.
the deal says we can't rip you to shreds on our way out.
The revels have finally
Ooh,
ended.
ready to dig.
And not in the way the satyrs expected.
We're gonna take level 6 now. Crown of Fireflies. That will actually be good for a paladin. And it's got a yellow slot on it. Yes, please. So, we're gonna put this quick draw thing on here. So we get the quick draw feat. Yes. Man, look at all this crap that I picked up. Oh, I can't use it yet! Because the augment is level 6 shit. Well, guess what? We're gonna take level 6. Fixing that problem. Let's go fix that problem right now. Again, we got a points giveaway going on. Just put the word points in chat. Pet the kitty cat. Yes, we're gonna pet the kitty cat. Because she's right here. She's so cute. She is definitely a bed cat at night. She loves to sleep down by my feet. Alright, we're gonna sell things first. We're gonna take our level. Actually, I kind of want to swap out the bracers. Yeah, I think I will actually swap out the bracers. Get myself a little fortification. Yeah, I have like no fortification, so this will give me a little bit. A little bit of fortification. I am happy that our stuff is going back to the normal colors. I'm stupidly happy they're going back to the normal colors. Alright, let's go take level 6. This character is going to be a pure paladin. I love the fact that the favorite soul trainer is a freaking unicorn. That's just hilarious. And that the warlock trainer is a squirrel. Or no, you're a chipmunk. Yeah, it's a chipmunk. Could be a squirrel. Yeah, the actual trainer. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, where are we going? Bard, Artie, Rogue, Cleric, Druid, Pally. Alright, let me go see if I can find this original build. This may take a little doing. Spreadsheet. Where's spreadsheet? Okay, okay, this is Tom's Bow Paladin. Fairly fun leveling bow build. But I'm going to have to find it the hard way. So Strimtom still has all of his old builds saved on a pair of Google documents. So let's do this. And let's do Control F. Bow Paladin. Okay, why is it not there? Well, oh man, this 5 billion mentions of a paladin here. You know what? Hold on. The spreadsheet mentioned the new forums. So this is actually on the regular forums. Hold on. Hold please. Yeah, here it is. Wood Elf Paladin using a bow. Alrighty. So there was a Charisma Bow Paladin that required a +5 Dex tome. Did I use a +8 on this character? Did I use a +8 on this character? I don't see it on that version. I really need to just sit down one afternoon and I did use a +8 on this character. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me go back to the build. So, there was one that required a +5 Dex tome that was... And then there was one that was going to not require a Dex tome at all. So, we'll take the one that does require. Okay. Okay. Got it. Oh, stop that. Hold on. Let me actually check. Hold please. Started at 10. Let me see my starting stats. Because the starting stats between the two builds were different. $10, $18, $12, $6. Okay, so we were 10, 14, 14, 6. Good night, Serena. If you win the giveaway, I'll just DM you, send you Twitch Whisper with the thing. And I put all my points in Charisma because I'm that butthead. Okay, so I'm assuming I did the other bigger build, the bigger build. Yeah. So 10, 14, 14, 6, 14, and 19. So I actually, because I had a past life, I was able to do this one even better. Okay, so let's take level 6. Okay. Because paladins get shit for skills, we just put all of our all of our points into UMD. Everything goes into UMD. Okay. And we get a show unavailable, go away. We're gonna take Rapid Shot for our standard skill. And, ooh, Silver Flame Exorcism. That's actually kind of fun, but no. We are supposed to take Search the Soul, which doesn't actually exist. Except I think it's Child of Faith. No? Basically, we're just gonna choose Child of Faith because Search the Soul doesn't exist. Oh, you can't use that for that. We'll put that there. No, we can't. Hold on. I might only be able to take Silver Flame Exorcism. That kind of sucks. Let me get my... see, Quick Draw. Now I don't have to actually take Quick Draw. Oh, this is throwing weapons. It's not, okay, never mind. Well, I'll just take that out. Why didn't somebody say something? We're supposed to be taking a rapid shot, so we'll shoot faster. Yeah, we don't get a choice. We're going to have to take Silver Flame Exorcism. The save DC for this ability is 10 plus cleric level plus charisma. It's like, I don't have cleric levels. What the hell? It would have been nice to be able to take Child of Faith, though, because that's actually useful. Yay, we have more hit points. Alright, well. We also have to spend our points here as well. Let's do this first. 3 action points. And this particular build uses 7 points. Ooh. We need to go to the Hall of Heroes. This character hasn't gotten the Myth Draenor +3 racial tome. Hold, please. Yeah, let's go to the Hall of Heroes. Yes, I know I've got a prepared spell slot. Suck it up, Cupcake. Before we do that, let me go see if I still have any cool level 5 gear floating around in here. Hi, Kitten Cattin. So let's do level 5 to level 6 gear. Gloves of Tranquility. Blurry regeneration, improved quelling strikes, and insightful magic sheltering. Yes. Embrace of the Summer Court, insightful seeker, insightful double. Well, the double strike doesn't matter. The smite's good, charisma good, cloak of summer. Strength doesn't help. Fire absorption would be good. Double strike also doesn't help. DB belt. I would love a DB belt. Dragon scale boots. Fire shield protection, also decent. And we'll take the cleric because we're gonna need Orias. So yeah. So let's do 5 to 6 here. I just have the fair because they're short bow, but I want the long bow anyhow, so whatever. Alright, go away. Go away, go away. So I'm gonna wind up giving up my fortification though. Let's see what this does to my charisma score. Give me an extra point of charisma, so that's nice. I can now wear, or else I could wear, we're gonna get more spell points by slotting this third item. And I still have Featherfall from my Cloak of Gentle Descent. Sweet. Yep, DB. That's good, good. What's the last item? Where? Hold on. Did I accidentally sell that thing? Oh, there it is. Got my hat. We're getting some gear here, peeps. Okay. Bound the character. Expeditious retreat. Don't care. Protective gloves. Don't care. Now I can wear that. Okay, that doesn't change my charisma score. No, I actually like the ringleader plate stuff. Ah, I'm trying to do the wrong thing, duh. Hold. Alright, Kendra. Kendra. And more Kendra. Okay. I'm gonna sell those. Gonna hang on to those. Those were nice because they did offer Swift as well, but I'm not as fussed about it. All the rest of this crap can go in there. I do need to clean out my inventory, so that's what I'm going to do after the stream, is I'm actually going to work on cleaning up some of that shared storage, because holy fuck. Okay, Hall of Heroes, because we need to do some fun stuff. So, Hall of Heroes, here we come. Kitten go prrr at me. Over here, yoink. No. I really need to get a better outfit for this character too. We are going to the Hall of Heroes. So I'm gonna do the round as if this is a brand new character, which is where I... Gem is truly outrageous! Oh, nice. Very nice. Alright. Let's hop on a pony while we do this. And we'll get back to doing some Feywild shenanigans. I've been to your world. I conquered. There, get my dragon feet. Bye. Alrighty. Let's get my blue wings. My dragon feet. My dragon feet. Okay, so I know that I did Salt Marsh. I don't know if I did the Dread, so we're just gonna do the Dread bundle. Give me one of everything. We're just gonna clear out everything. I think this character actually did not pick up any of these. Thank you. Also, if you want the bottle of freezing mist, you still have to go back and claim it separately. Which is a bit of a pain in the ass, I'll be honest. For some reason, it just doesn't automatically grant. Alright, we did that. Let's go to the pub. We'll go to the Phoenix Tavern. And set our stuff, clear our bags. And go back to do some more Feywild. So, folks in chat, I have a question for you. Would you like me to keep the thing going, the giveaway going, until the end of the stream and then do 2 drawings? Or do you want me to do a drawing now and then reset it and do another drawing starting in about the top of the hour or something? We are going to the marketplace. What am I doing on my thingies? Well, I don't have any thingies to worry about, so pay. Alright. Wow. One benefit of doing 2 drawings rather than 2 drawings in one drawing, in one giveaway, is the folks who have already gone for the evening will not be part of the second drawing. Okay. Now, let's do our stuff. We haven't done our enhancement trees yet. Hold on. So, our enhancements... Oh, hold. Going nuts here. Alright, let's clear things. Alright, that goes a bye-bye. We're not going to change our outfit. If I were to change my outfit, it would be something, put that on... Oh, we'll just leave that there. Let's get rid of the stuff I don't need. Here we go. Okay, I already did the Moorgrave one. Okay. So that means I've done the Vecna stuff already. Someone's typing in chat. Not Twitch chat. This is what we're looking for right there. You know what we could do? Since we are a bow paladin, we could put on this snazzy... See? That looks cool. Could also put in... I'm not sure how I feel about the Cormenthor's marksman's outfit. It's too green for me. But it does look really nice. Doesn't match my Archon's helmet though. But then again, it doesn't match anything. Okay, one thing we are going to do, though, is I am going to go back to the Hall of Heroes, because I forgot to talk to the patrons. Ooh! Patrons coffer! We can wear the Midnight Patrons coffer. I mean, I do like this, this particular thing, but Patrons coffer. Hold. Yeah, we're gonna go get ourselves a Patrons coffer. And we'll be able to use the new bow appearance as well. Except it looks like maybe my game locked up. Or maybe it's just a little laggy. It's laggy. What's going on in the Signum Discord? Yep, my game locked up. Alright, we'll have to crash client. Make it go bye-bye. Gotta pet the kitten catten. Wait for XSplit to catch up. Alright, let's go. Come here. Come here, Stormlost. She's washing. She's going to doing this thing. I have a mountain WoW that does that. It's part of its idle animation is that it washes its paw and then washes its ear. Stormlost. Stormlost. I mean, that is a nice outfit, I'll admit. It is a nice outfit, but it doesn't scream Paladin to me. It doesn't scream Elven Hunter to me. Well, I mean, it kind of does, but it's green and brown and silver. I need to update the file. Say that she's a level 6 Wood Elf Paladin. Okay. Hey, we actually did wind up in the Hall of Heroes. Sweet. Alright, game. I need to talk to the person over here. So, Underdark, Traveler's Coffer, Necromancer, Black Rose, Volcanic, Northwind. Yep. There we go. This is gonna be hot. Yes. Now, do I want this quiver or do I want that quiver? I like that quiver a lot. Do I want to put the hood on or not? I suppose I could. Nope. Wakey. No. Don't protest. No prosty. No protest, kitty. Hi. She protest. Look at her tail. You got your own tail. Look, she got her own tail. Hi, Stormlost. Stormlost. What are you doing, Stormlost kitten catten? Look at the big feather duster tail she's got. You're so cute. Yes, you are. Wow. Flop. She's a floof. She's a floof. Alright. Okay. Also, we were going to change out our bow cosmetic. Okay, this one I'm gonna stick in my glamorous folder. The rest of these I'm just gonna yeet. Yeet. Because unfortunately you can't use the weapon aura on bows. It sucks. But it do be what it do be. Alright. That can get yeeted. I'll put that there because I don't have to go claim it again. Alright, put that up there. That gets yeeted. Anything that I can get another one of later on, I'm just going to throw in here. Yep. Pretty soon. Oh, crap. My bank is full. What is my bank full of? A lot of crap. Well, there's something we can do about that. Let me grab all of the hirelings back out. Because I can put them in my hireling bags. Now, I don't want to do a gather all. Because therein lies the way to madness. Let's open the other folder as well. Dun 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 dun. Okay, you're full up. See you over there. See you over there. Yes, this does mean I have more than 15 of any given hireling in the left-handed bag. I shouldn't keep saving these, though. I shouldn't keep saving them like that! Okay. Bags are sorted. We do need hireling. We need to go back and get ourselves some more hirelings. Alright. Meow! Meow! Let's go back to the marketplace and we'll go get her some hirelings. And then we'll go back to the pub and do our spell slots. We need some level 6 hirelings, please. And I seem to remember... Yeah, Arius. Why did I like Arius over the other one? Hold on. Because he had 2 heals. He had DV, not that I needed it, and he had Sound Burst, whereas the other one was basically 1 heal, Dispel Magic, whatevs, DV, and Bless. I mean, Marith is useful if you want to do that optional that requires Dispel Magic in Isle of Dread. That's about it. Alright. Let's go do our spells finally. And our announcement trees. Those are our enhancements and then our spells. Spells. Okay. See, look, we got the bow. Oh man, we look so good. Looks so good. Alright. Let's do our enhancement trees first. Stop bitching about my unprepared spell slots. We're gonna fix it! So I can actually spend an extra point. Didn't I have a oh, I couldn't use the one, but I used the Lamortia one. I don't know. Okay. Spell trees, let's look at. So this particular build uses 7 points in Wood Elf, of which I will get 3 of those for free because of the +3 racial tome, which is nice. It uses Knight of the Chalice, Sacred Defender, Fade Arc Illusionist, a Bistani Knife Fighter. Okay, so this is not the build I'm using. The other build, Knight of the Chalice, Sacred Defender, Fade Arc Illusionist, it also uses... Why am I using Horizon Walker? Why did I decide to use Horizon Walker? I do not understand why I did that. So I did put 2 points in Vistani Knife Fighter. Now this one is building up to having this. So you get Quick Draw as a bonus feat. And, I mean, yes. I guess that would be useful. But the +5 double strike and double shot. Well, the double shot's what you're looking for. And the Fade Arc Illusionist is basically... going up to get this, your charisma to damage, hit and damage. I'll get damage because you already have hit down here. And it wants you to use core 2 to get the charisma. And that will cost you 2 points. So I can spend my 2 oh, I don't have 2 racial points to spend, never mind. So let me spend my 2 racial points. So I can either choose between Dex and Strength, and I want neither. Tumble and Hide. It recommends choosing the Dex. And then choosing Accuracy 2. Basically, it recommends you just choose the 5 cores. Okay. Because my other options would be to grab... Because this is 2 extra points. That's not even part of the build. Get Entangle effect. Consensus. The Wood Elf training to get +1 to hit and damage with... that would also be nice. But 2% to hit with all attacks sounds more sexy, not gonna lie. So let's grab this. Let's grab our decks. Get our decks going. Okay, so let's accept that. We spent our... So we have 4 points to spend, and the majority of our points are going to be in Knight of the Chalice. Then it wants a few points in Sacred Defender, which I haven't even put any points in that. So I think what I'm probably going to wind up doing... I mean, getting the deflect arrows in for Knife Juggler is nice. Getting quick draw, whatever, but the +5 double shot is good. However, acrobatic for 2 ranks. Okay, that can be useful. And it wants 2 of the 3. And then It wants you to take the haste boost. I get Knife Juggler. So basically, Vistani Knife Fighter can be useful, but I'd rather spend those points over here in Horizon Walker. So I want to get my opening shot. Deals force damage on hit. Scales with range power. I can also get improved marking. And honestly, the one of the reasons why I picked Horizon Walker is to get Conjure Arrow. That way I don't have to worry about arrows at all. But we now want to do some Paladinship. So, Holy Combatant, we're definitely grabbing that, aren't we? So, extra Smite, 3 rank, Shield Breaker, Divine Might. You don't actually choose Holy Combatant in Tier 1? How do you manage not to do that? Okay, we got Shield Breaker, 2 ranks and extra Smite, 3 ranks. We got the extra Smites. Divine Might in Tier 2, because it likes Divine Might. And that's where you use half of your Charisma modifier. We're not even going to bother with that. Except we are for some reason. Well, it is the attack and damage with all weapons, but you gain other favored weapons. Never mind. Divine Might, Shield Breaker, extra Smite. Let's choose Courage of Heaven. Okay. And it recommends Critical Mastery, 1 rank of that. I mean, I need to put 10 points in the tree. So I think they basically want you to put points, well, we're gonna go with Divine Might, because Divine Might is awesome. When I remember to use it. Not you. We'll grab you. Okay, except you. Alright. Now, let's do our enhance. Not you. I wanted... Actually, I wanted this. Alright. So we got our Conjure Arrows. We got our Channeling, Divine Might. Let's put that there. We got our White Tressum going. We got that. Imbue with Shadow. Mark target, opening shot, Slayer of Evil. Alright, let's do our next level 1 Pally spell. Pally spells. What Pally spells do you recommend? Bless, Cure Light Wounds. I was gonna recommend Cure Light Wounds because holy shit, I only have Lay on them hands as a heal. And having another heal is a good idea. Eventually we do want to get Seek Eternal Rest, because I like to turn the shit out of undead. So by the time we get done, we're going to be using level 4 Paladin spells. And we're gonna get all the good ones. We're going to get Angel Skin once we get a level 2 spell. We're going to get Righteous Command. We're going to get Magic Circle Against Evil. Prayer, Remove Curse is a good one. Death Ward, also very good. Holy Sword, Stalwart Pact, and Zeal by the time we're done. Okay, so we did our spells. We're good to go there. Let's go check our feats. Alright, do I want to put my blue dragon wings on? No, I think I'll be slick and quiet and whatever. Martial feats under trip. Yeah, remove disease. I should put that down here. We got our evil smite, our smite evil range. We got turn undead paladin, which is not as good as turn undead cleric, but it do be what it do be. But hey, we have this. We have that. I'm gonna go look something up real quick. Just a moment. DDO wiki. Search the soul. I think that is actually a cleric spell. No, it's a passive. Level 6 cleric, dark apostate, favor soul, paladin, so I get it automatically. It is a passive, that's why I don't have it. That's why I couldn't pick it. Theoretically. Yeah, it's not in here. Is that not in the game anymore? Did they take that away? But it's supposed to give you +3 to the concentration. Oh well. Let's go back to Feywild and continue our questing, shall we? We're gonna go back to Feywild. We're gonna go back to... I kinda don't want the Salt Marsh Compass as my teleport anymore. It doesn't feel appropriate. And I could ride the raven. I don't really care. Let's go back to the Feywild. Alright, let's go see if we can find Hearsome. We'll see if he's over here. See if Hearsome's over here, there. I don't know. He is over there. Hi, Hearsome. So Hearsome only appears at one of his 7 spots. Anytime you go into the Feywild. Let's see if Quick Death is up. He is up because I hear him. Alrighty. Let's go do the Lord Xavier quest, which is always a bit of fun. We're gonna do all the optionals, and I actually skipped one of the optionals, but I'm not gonna skip it this time. We're gonna do the optional before you meet the red caps. Not those red caps. Other red caps. This character is not ready to run stuff on Elite, even though she's level 6. It's because her hirelings are all level 5 and lower. So she's gonna kind of stink. So yeah, I'm already noticing that I kind of wish I kept my Featherfall boots that have the speed boost on it. So it does bring up a discussion that was in the Discord recently about. Oh, I forgot to turn in my gem bag. Oh, I sold my gems, so it should be fine. About whether there should be a speed boost inherent in all characters.
A motley group of redcaps guards the gate ahead. It's strange that a noble of the Summer Court would retain those violent, unpredictable creatures as servants.
All right. We successfully dealt with the redcaps.
A curious tree stands here by itself. A single, brilliantly red apple hangs from one of its branches. With a quiver of excitement, the tree drops the apple at your feet.
Wow, I think that's the first time I've ever done that and passed both skill checks. Not bad. Okay, I think I might move that up there, move that over there. Breakables, breakables, breakables. Oh, the braziers are not breakables. In some quests they are, so.
The sprawling courtyard seems deserted. A lone tower looms ahead. Lord Xavier will likely be found inside. A furious flutter of wings greets your ears as you enter this shop. Some angry-looking pixies menace the slumped form of an old woman in the corner.
Old Aggie, you'll wake up in a week or so. Hey, I got a VIP token. Sweet. For just a moment there, I had...
What can I do for you, Outlander?
I was wondering, wait a minute, am I in the official DDO channel? Did I just say some stuff about another game when I wasn't... No, I was like, okay, I'm good.
Lady White Lily has requested that you find her a snack. A frivolous request, it seems. Yet, in the Feywild, small promises may have strange consequences.
Time to rest.
Get the XP, get the loot. You notice you can see that I have my crown of fireflies on now? See? Got fireflies around my head. Kitty cat, what are you doing?
This storehouse is occupied by a very energetic chest. It gapes at you with a big, toothy grin and speaks.
Approach, friends! I am Riddlelock! Come, let us talk!
6 letters it contains. Remove 1 letter, and 12 remains. What is it?
Dozen. Oh. Now we have to fight Riddlelock. It's been a while since I messed up with the thing. A word I know 6 letters contained. Remove 1 letter and 12 remains. Oh! The word is dozens, plural. That's what it was. So I was on the right track. He slimed me. Alright. So this character can definitely use the Quiver of Alacrity if that's still going to be part of the thing. I think if they... See, Standing Stone hasn't actually said what they're going to do with the anniversary gift list, other than Cordovan did specifically say they're taking the Meridian Fragment out. So, because it's unbound, but they're going to
A gnome
think about the
cowers
rest
at the
of them.
back of this smithy, surrounded by menacing redcaps. Your instincts tell you he won't have long to live unless you intervene.
Hi. Alright, we did the thing in here. Yeah, those aren't breakables. The only thing I wish is there was a way that you could actually hold the bow in your right hand if you wanted to. Because that's how I hold a bow in real life.
The tower is sealed. None may answer. A true friend may enter.
I'm a true friend. Let's everybody use the shrine. Make that go away. So we're not getting level 7 tonight. I will be doing the drawing here in a little bit. And the winner will get a whisper.
As you reach for the door, a swirling torrent of snowflakes envelops you. Yet you aren't harmed. You don't
I
even
should say
feel cold.
the winners, because I'm going to give away 2 codes tonight to 2 separate winners. Thanks for nothing, pal.
Eladrin guards wearing the garb of the summer court await you in this room. One of them holds up a hand to hail you.
Strangers, I would parley before we come to blows. You may step forward in safety to speak.
You are faced with an unavoidable battle with the Eladrin. You have chosen to stay your blows and spare their lives, even at the risk of your own.
I never go murder hobo on this quest. It just always feels wrong to me. And also, if you don't go murder hobo on them, if you choose to stay your blows, you get more loot at the end. And you know me, I'm a loot goblin unless I need XP. And the XP is the same either way, so... Loot goblin, loot goblin. Druid is a loot goblin. Up, past the Russell Hotel. Up, to the heavy side layer. Mercy! Sorry, we're not playing Overwatch. There's no mercy here. Get a little more XP for breaking things. We will be happy to do that. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Froggo, no dying allowed. Well, that's not what I intended to do, but okay. Okay, so we're down 2 hirelings. We're gonna go back to... Well, there's no shrine right here. Well, we're gonna go back to the shrine.
Most of these Eladrin appear to be victims of the Redcaps. Whoever has replaced Greymoss must be desperate now.
Oh, they're probably real desperate. Holy Christmas, how far back is this? All the way back at the beginning? Okay. Close enough. It'll be nicer to do the end fight with 4 people rather than just 2. 4 hires instead of just 2, even if, you know. And plus the fact that, you know, 3-Wild Muse is level 5. I was actually surprised Illyri stayed alive. She has, like, way fewer hit points. But Froggo, I understand. Froggo can't heal himself for the damn. Run all the way back through the quest and listen to the groans of the Eladrin we defeated on the way. That last fight before the end fight is really spicy. Alright. Everybody, let's get in here. Let's go.
You have reached the top of the tower, where a regal Eladrin silently awaits your approach. He appears to be alone.
Yes, you fool, I'm still here. But your precious Greymoss is dead, trusting idiot. Who told you the Prince of Frost wanted you dead, Me? Who said these Outlander notes were his tools? Yeah, me. But it was you who were supposed to die willingly on their plates as a distraction while I do Hearsome's bidding. But no, guess I just have to kill you all myself now.
The hag's form splits into several mirror images. You'll need to watch closely to see which one is the real threat.
Blood on my favorite robe. My own. Pearson, save your servant! Pearson is up!
The hag dies, screeching to the last. After a moment, the Viscount rises to his feet and blurts.
Who was that? What's going on? I demand an explanation!
Extra loot. And another loot. And the quest is done. Got an action point. Got some thieves tools. Plus ones though, so they're not... eh. They're better than no thieves tools. Alright, Viscount Xavier. You're done with. So we've done all the quests on that arc on the north side. So now we're going to work on... I think I'll do the two bitter... Well, there's actually 3 bitter spine quests up there. We only have a half an hour left, so let's run the rares on the way down to below. And I'll probably do like needle in the face stack or something. Or maybe witch hunt. Witch hunt is actually kind of fun. I finally get the singing sword.
My name is Lord Arden. I live in a garden. I lie in the sun all day. They're back! Cries the sword. Oh, they must want an encore.
Got a battle axe. I see.
My name is Lord Arden. I live in a garden.
He's not home. Kirsten isn't home either. And she's not home. He's not home. I'm pissing everybody off. We'll do the quest down here. It's actually a little bit of a tough quest. People have commented on how rough this particular quest is. Oh man, I wasn't even that far away from dry. Well, not so dry land. Okay, so this one can be spicy. So. Are you done playing? Okay. Even on hard, this one can be a little spicy, so we are gonna do our buffs.
You make your way deep into the Kelpie's underwater grotto, protected by the Eladrin's magics. Now where is the lost keepsake you were sent to find? You hear the murmur of confused voices coming from up ahead.
Alright, we need to get everybody rest again. There is a shrine, but we're not there yet. Let's have him heal himself.
A magical light fills this chamber and glints off of something mounted to the back wall. The first lever is pulled, and a deep rumble travels through the water.
This is the same guy who did the voice acting for Endless Rebels. Definitely one of my favorites in terms of the performance. Hopefully he wasn't a terrible person.
A strange noise, distorted by the water, comes from further down the corridor. It sounds like growling.
Okay, now we can res everybody. Don't necessarily want them to use the shrine. Okay.
The light filtering through this shallow pool illuminates a lever set into the far wall. There's an audible pop as the second lever is pulled and the barrier in the main hall dissipates.
Aha.
You find a small silver key covered in silt. Now to find the lock.
Oh, I wonder where that could be. Alright. Next up is a spicy fight.
A group of Kelpies rushes in to block the path.
Alright, we're gonna do just the next room. But we're not gonna go into the end fight room. Okay, y'all stay back here. You need a little jumpy. You practically need a jump pot for this. Or a good thing and jump to get up there. Or you can just climb up the thing. Okay, there we go. So I guess I lied. You don't need jump or...
You retrieve the golden key from the ledge. What might it open?
Oh, a sealed treasury back this way. Once we're done with this quest, we will do... We'll do the thing. By the thing, I mean the drawing. So make sure you put the word points
Stale,
in chat.
fetid air fills the underwater cavern.
Time to play Little Simon Says. Every time I say drawing, you picture my art. That would be a killer giveaway. I have done art giveaways before. Galdwin and Ponton still use the ones they won from me. Well, I'm out of practice, so...
The magical lock flashes with green light, and the glowing barriers that seal the side chambers wink out.
You're free! Yoink. Would it be nice if they did like Mysterious Remnant booths like the entire year while they have the thing
The
on?
last of the prisoners
Wouldn't that
flees
be
the
nice?
grotto, swimming for the surface. A barrier seals off this side cavern. The barrier seems to be controlled by two levers, each with a central keyhole. With both levers unlocked and opened, the treasury barrier fades away.
Ooh, a diamond of balance. Not bad for random gen loot. Alright, let's bring everybody over. We're gonna go use the shrine. And then we're gonna get our asses kicked in the end fight. I might actually go have the rest of those ribs after the stream later on. Or I might have chocolate. Pick one. Pick one. As opposed to Piqua, Ohio. Which is spelled P-I-Q-U-A. Piqua. Not Pequa! No, we only get haste for 30 seconds. We'll haste to our doom! I'll just have him cast haste again before we start the end fight.
Come for the bauble, have you? You're not the first.
Booms an exceptionally large and powerful kelpie as it charges.
Every time we take it, the Eladrin sends someone to fetch it back. It's an endless supply of fresh fare for us.
The kelpie lord calls out.
I can see you're no easy prey, but the struggle makes the feast all the sweeter. Elementals, attend me!
The kelpie lord falters, then collapses, diffusing into clumps of ragged weeds. You spot the Eladrin's
Hell
lost
yeah.
keepsake perched atop a nearby chest.
Ooh, the crown of snow. Nice. Except I already got 4 pieces of Feywild gear. So it's giving me artifact bonus to all kinds of fun shit. Hell yeah. Let's bounce. We'll run the lower end rares. And I'll do the giveaway soon. Let's hold on here. Let's stay in here where it's safe. Let me do the giveaway first. And then we'll go clean out the rest of the stream. So two winners. Giveaway close. And there's 6 entries, so you've got a 1 in 3 chance. Giveaway draw. If by chance it chooses the same name twice, I will redraw until there's 2 separate names. Alright, number 1. Road Racer. Won yesterday too. See, this is why you show up to the smaller streamers who do giveaways. You have a better chance of winning. And Bardic! Bardic and Road Racer. Alright, let me get you some codes here, friendos. Alrighty. Let me grab this one. And let me go to my whispers because you guys aren't far away. Road Racer. Get you first because you were higher up on the list. Alright, Road Racer gets that code. And Bardic is gonna get that code. Scroll down to the last time Bardic won. There you are. Alright, codes have been delivered. Alright, let's erase that from that list. Save that. Make that go away. And let's get on out of here. And we'll run the lower rares again. And you know what? I might actually climb up the tree this time. Or we could do Witch Hunt. That should only take a few minutes. But I started late anyway, so I kind of don't want to stay up too late streaming. Because guess what? I have work tomorrow. What the hell? Okay, heavy crossbow. Longbow of diversion. So right now, the Pharaoh Crystal Longbow is probably going to last me until level 10. So I'm not really worried about that. It's only just a +2. Yeah. Guild renown is always a good thing. I'm gonna stay on land and shoot him. 1 if I land and 2 if I see. What? I don't know. Quoting Paul Revere. It wasn't even Paul Revere. As is usual with American history that they teach in the schools, they omit various details, including that the first person who actually made the run was not him, but a young lady. As usual, forgetting that women do shit first. Yay, American history, right? Tiger Lily is home, so we're gonna kick her ass. Crayfish are kind of like Oathbreakers in Locho, in that they like to dive down and you can't attack them for a while, and it's kind of fucking annoying. No, here's some. You know what would be really helpful? Is if I had a freaking Slayer boost on. Do I have a Slayer boost on right now? No. Because I'm a dumbass. Forgot a Slayer boost. Alrighty. Let's see if the wisp is up. And I don't think they've fixed it yet to where we still can't see wisps. Alright, the ghosty dude is not present. So we'll go see if the Fomorian is up. Doesn't look like he's home either. Actually, we're not at his spot yet. Hold on. No! My skin will make a fine pair of gloves? What the fuck? Rude. No! Well, he's not home. Yay! Yeah, Bardic. You were snoozing and you won something. What's really funny is like Raven Wolf was like, I have to go to bed, and it was like way early in the evening.
Pixies have built a village among the boughs of this towering
I said, well,
tree.
if you win, I'll send you the code.
The tiny creatures flit
And they won
effortlessly
one
from
of the
house
drives
to
yesterday.
house.
It's actually kind of funny.
Fortunately for you, the branches form a ramp for the village's earthbound visitors.
For the village idiots, too. Crown of Snow. Keeping that. Keeping the balance. We're actually going to get rid of these thieves' tools because they're not really good. They're not useful. What was this lucky belt of stunning? Yeah, whatever. We're going to sell all that crap. You're welcome, Bardic and Road Racer. See, if you follow somebody like Voodoo Spice when he does one of these giveaways, he's got like 5 billion people in chat, so your chances of winning are much smaller on a bigger channel. So it's cool that y'all hang out here. You have a better chance at getting shit. And I don't honestly mind if you farm for points. People used to do that back in the day when Cordo would run on his show. And he would have like all kinds of people run with him to do content. And he used to give people like 500 DDO points every time. And there were certain people, no, I'm not going to mention any names, you probably can figure out who they are, would basically ensure that they had a character that could run with him on any server. And so they would bounce from server to server and just run with him every week. It's like, okay, I'm going to play on Orion this week, or I'm going to play on Thelanis this week.
Within the distance
and they would just follow him around and
short
farm.
Steps,
It's like 500 free points
plummets,
just for
and
helping the dude for an
covers
hour.
the ground.
Or for a couple of quests.
Whatever caused this sudden
Okay.
change in the
You're not home?
climate surely wasn't natural.
You're not home either. And then people complained about it. It's like, he's like, you always pick these same people all the time, and they're just picking up 500 points a week from you. I mean, that's not cool. I can't get 500 points a week. Just because, you know, I can't be around when you're streaming or whenever the hell he was doing his... What was it? The Wednesday... What is it? The Wednesday lunchtime... What is it? The Wednesday weekly lunchtime live stream. That's what it used to be before he moved it to Fridays. More yucky thieves tools. No, here's some. When he appears there, sometimes he'll have a chest, and then you can fight corrupted unicorns to get something cool. Ooh, Topaz of quick movements? Didn't we already get one of those? We did, actually. That's actually kind of funny. Alright. Scamper is making noise. So I think the last two are the Jinn and Quick Death. And then we'll call it there, I think. What are you doing, Scamper? So, you know, I don't have to munch on the rest of my supper now. I could instead have cupcakes! I have some red velvet cupcakes. If you haven't seen them, they are delicious. I also have just regular vanilla cupcakes because the person who fulfilled my grocery order this past week done fucked up. Because they were doing a thing where it's like buy one 12-pack of mini cupcakes, get a second pack of mini cupcakes
This
free.
soaring structure is Winwood Hall, the home of Lord Arden and the local center of the summer court.
And, well, they did it wrong. Ooh, a crossbow of Oozebane. Oh. You know, that might actually be keeping just to fight oozes with, you know? But, you know, I'm gonna offend people by doing this. I'm gonna sell it. And I still have 4 hours of my, my loot boost. That's actually kind of fun. Alright, we got that. I'm gonna throw this in here. Throw that in there. And I will seriously need... Oh, this is full. That's a problem. I'm gonna find something in here that I can pull out. Ooh, right here. Range power. I'll take that and swap that in. Alright. So. Alright, I'm not gonna have both pieces of music playing at the same time. Oh my god. Just pick one. Game, pick one. Alright. Tomorrow night and Wednesday night I will not be streaming because I have class with Professor Corey tomorrow night and also class with Professor Corey Wednesday night. So I take those 2 nights as my nights off from streaming. I should be back on Thursday playing a random game. It will not be No Man's Sky. Unless I play like my regular save. I've already finished the expedition out and taken my character back to my regular save. That was actually a really nice quality of life they did in No Man's Sky, to where you can join an expedition and then just go back to your regular save for a while if you want to, and then go back to the expedition, back and forth. It's actually really cool. And Friday I will be on Lotra stream, but I'll be on early, so I may do a late stream on Friday as well. It may be another Lotra stream. And then Saturday should be a Lotro stream. Or I might do... Well, I probably should do one because I actually didn't do... I was supposed to do a Lotro stream last Saturday and I didn't because I did a thing in WoW. And that was fun. But I'm actually not... I'm kind of disappointed with the pre-patch event right now. And so basically the only other thing I can do is just be bored out of my skull and keep farming gear for my alts, and I have 5 billion alts to farm gear for, so. Anyhow, you know the drill. Be good. If you can't be good at it, and I hope to see you next time. So that'll be Thursday. Alright? Bye!